All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akar Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Ravenstone. Shalom to the elect wishing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the Scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom dwelling in called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So let me say that once more. Yahweh Shai, whom dwelling in called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So I want to go straight into this lesson concerning the times that we're in. And a lot of people, they're ignorant of the times and the seriousness of what's going on around the world and what these things truly represent, because these things are foretold by the prophets, declaring future events such as wars and rumors of wars, such as so-called natural disasters breaking forth all over the world, from earthquakes to storm, tornadoes, flood, wildfires, you name it. Various pestilence and everything upon, I'm saying go since 2020. The prophecies them are come to pass simultaneously. When I read I want to say Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it tells us that the vision is for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And we're in the time in which these visions are speaking in terms of coming to pass, being made manifested upon the earth, to be made plain. And these visions are very plain before our eyes, those that are truly watching. Those that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh set up as a watchman upon the walls of Jerusalem, to give you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans warning from him. So let's dive straight into this. This is Matthew 16 verse 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be full weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Let me read that over from verse 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be full weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? And if you have the eye to see, it is very clear according to prophecy. Everything is going according as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh had declared by his servants the prophets. Because we're only declaring things that were foretold. And these prophecies are going to be manifested before our eyes. So, let me go to Isaiah 29 verse 6. And I read, thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And all of these things that just get listed out, they're coming to pass in the various regions of the world. Look on the Canadian wildfire. Look at the amount of earthquakes shake Japan, I want to say a couple days ago. Look on the various storm where plague America. Right now, you see where I reach Texas. It's gonna get worse. So let's listen to this clip.
All right, we're going to get right into it. What do the 3 storms that just happened that are destroying people's lives, personal property, and everything else have in common, right? There's one in North Carolina that just happened. New Mexico, if you didn't know, just had one that the rivers rose 20 feet so fast, and it's washing stuff away. And, of course, the Texas tragedy. Our hearts and prayers are out with all those people. But what do they have in common? Well, they have this guy in common. See him standing there with Bill Clinton, the deep state. Everybody knows about the Clintons, and if you don't, you should do your homework. But it's not good, all right? And it's kind of funny because this went from conspiracy theory to it's not happening to all of a sudden them presenting us with this mullet-wearing fall guy, the guy out front, the face of it, okay? And I just want you guys to know that when you see someone's face or you know their name, they're low on the totem pole. I also learned that he's a dropout from school, and there's a lot of shady stuff going on with him. You might want to look into him yourself. But by the time this video is over, you're probably going to realize that this is not some new thing that they've been doing, but they've been doing this for quite a while. The first thing I want to show you guys here is this clip that I found of Lyndon B. Johnson, one of the most crookedest politicians in American history, who was in on the JFK assassination, in case you didn't know that. I'm going to roll this clip for you guys of him saying it out of his own mouth. Roll the tape.
It lays the predicate and the foundation for the development of a weather satellite that will permit man to determine the world's cloud layer and ultimately to control the weather, and he who controls the weather will control the world.
And I just want you guys to understand, like, this is nothing new. They have been doing this a long time, but I feel, and I'm watched with my own eyes, that ever since COVID, they've actually ramped it up like 100 times more. Like, they're spraying us way more than they ever really have, okay? Now, I also want to share with you guys this information about Vietnam, and you guys can easily go look this stuff up. In Vietnam, it was called Operation Popeye, and they would cloud seed, America, would cloud seed all over Vietnam to cause a lot of rain so the Viet Cong could not get their supplies and ammunitions and stuff around, okay, because they were so much mud, so much rain. That was part of the American deterrent on them arming themselves and being able to fight back. Operation Popeye. Established that this has been going on for quite a while and that it has pretty much ramped up, and they are using this as a weapon against the American citizens and people globally, because I've even seen clips where the old guy from, was it Iran? Yeah, I think it was Iran, and he was at the UN, and he was talking about how they've been cloud seeding there, but it's not cloud seeding in this instance. They're actually drying them out to try to make them comply. I can't really find that clip right now, but if you spend a little time investigating it, you'll probably find it yourself. But what I want to do right now is read to you why, this stuff is not going to change, all right? This is right here. I'm going to read to you right off of here. This is a article that was published on May 26, 2025, before all this stuff broke loose, in July. And this is Rainmaker, that's the company with the mullet head guy, raises a $25 million Series A round. I mean, come on. Do not only produce moisture, but it also proves that the rain was indeed caused by Rainmaker and not natural causes. Rainmaker, a cloud seeding startup based in El Segundo, announced mid-May that it raised $25 million in a Series A funding. The round was led by Seattle-based low carbon capital and included participation from firms like Starship Ventures, Long Journey Ventures, and 1517 Ventures. Rainmaker is part of a class of climate-related startups, NGOs, y'all. The NGOs are a problem, and we need to get a handle on that here in America. The NGOs, okay? But Rainmaker was part of a class of climate-related startups in recent years that have been able to focus on enterprise-grade solutions for climate change. Businesses are now able to put a dollar amount on the damage caused by weather inconsistencies in water park tickets, in pounds of crops, or in shipment delays from across the ocean. On and on the article goes. Rainmaker is focusing on municipal applications as well as a couple of ski resorts. Since it was founded in 2023, it has nabbed state departments in Utah, Colorado, the cities of Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo, and multiple counties in Texas. And on this article goes. Now I want to show you guys a little excerpt from an interview that the Mullet Head did on us.
So basically, as I say, you have a lot more information coming out concerning geoengineering, you know, the manipulating of the weather. And the thing is, if Esau can manipulate the weather, how about you try to give him that ability, you know? And that ability is going to be used to destabilize countries, you know? Help to push this climate change narrative that you see going out there. But the thing is, we see all these things, yo, but we know who's in control. That is the thing. The world is confused, but we see clearly, and that's why in let me get back Matthew one more time. This is Matthew 13. I'm gonna close it at this note. On this note. This is Matthew 13 verse 16. It says, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." Because a lot of people can see what's coming, you know, the signs of the times. As our Lord had said, let me get that too as it come to mind. This is 2 Ezra 8 verse 62. 62. And says, "These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee." Then answered I and said, "Behold, O Lord, now hast thou shown me the multitude of the wonders which thou will begin to do in the last times, but at what time thou hast not shown me." And when I go to verse 9, you know, you go into various signs, so you're going to see, in which we see these signs playing out here, the uprooting of the people, the earthquakes, you know, the various so-called natural disasters, because we don't look at judgment of Yahweh as just natural disasters. These are all judgments from Yahweh. That's why when I read Amos 3 verse 6, it says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and I, the Lord, have not done it?" When you look at the word evil there, go back to the Hebrew word rai, which means bad times. And over 100 odd people dead in a flood. When you look at that as bad times, when you look at that as evil, but Yahweh is the one bringing judgment upon the face of the earth. And the inhabitants of the earth is going to understand, fear you, and who to reverence. So I hope this was edifying. I hope this was edifying. With that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Yahweh Kodesh. Shalom.